Ever get that feeling you're being watched online? When an ad is just a little too specific? Well, you're not wrong. There's an invisible version of you out there, a shadow self that knows your habits, your hopes, your fears, maybe even better than you know them yourself. So let's pull back the curtain and meet this digital version of you.
So who is this digital doppelganger? This isn't some sci-fi movie concept. Nope. It's a very real and very valuable profile built from the breadcrumbs you leave all over the internet. And understanding what it is and who's pulling the strings is really the first step to taking back some control. So here's the official definition. Every single thing you do online, every tap, every search, every time you pause scrolling on a picture, it's like another brushstroke on this incredibly detailed portrait of you. It's a doppelganger made of pure data. You're the one creating it, but here's the kicker. You don't own the painting.
Okay, so who exactly is building this invisible you? And how are they doing it? Well, this isn't happening by accident. It's actually the core business model for a huge chunk of the internet. And it all boils down to one very simple idea.
This is it. This is the key. All those free social media apps and search engines, they're not free at all. You're paying for them with your attention and, more importantly, with your data. You are the commodity that's being packaged up and sold.
And the level of detail they're tracking is, well, it's staggering. It's not just what you buy or what you like. It's how long your mouse hovers over an image, your physical location when you open an app, what time of day you're most likely to be scrolling. They even track the unique rhythm of how you type. Every tiny little action is feeding the machine.
So who's buying and selling all this? Let me introduce you to the data brokers. You've probably never heard of companies like Axiom or Oracle or Experian in this context, but they are the massive, unseen giants of the digital world. They scoop up your data from thousands of sources, bundle it all together, and sell it to the highest bidder. And here's how it works. They don't just sell a messy spreadsheet of your clicks, oh no. They sell you, all neatly categorized into a convenient profile. Are you an urban professional? A single parent who shops online a lot? These labels, which they figure out from your behavior, are sold to anyone who wants to influence a certain kind of person. And it goes beyond ads. This can actually affect the job offers or even the loan rates you see.
Okay, so they're collecting data. They're building a profile. So what? Well, here's where the story takes a turn. This whole system doesn't just watch you. It actively uses that profile to shape you, to influence what you do next. It's not passive observation. It is active manipulation. There's a term for this. It's called behavioral nudging. Think of it as a bunch of subtle, almost invisible design tricks that platforms use to guide your actions, to keep you on their site, to get you to click, to get you to buy. And because they have your digital twin's profile, they know exactly which nudges will work best on you. Let's look at a few examples you'll recognize immediately. The infinite scroll on social media, that's not a bug, it's a feature. It's designed to remove any natural stopping point so you just keep scrolling. Those little red notification dots, they're designed to give your brain a tiny hit of dopamine, a little reward that trains you to come back again and again. It's a feedback loop, and it's designed to keep you hooked.
This entire economic system actually has a name. The scholar Shoshana Zuboff calls it surveillance capitalism. And that's exactly what it is. It's the business of turning the raw material of human experience, your life, your habits, your emotions, into a product that can be bought and sold.
I know this can all sound pretty overwhelming, a little bit doom and gloom, but the story doesn't end here. You are not powerless in this. So now let's talk about how you can actually fight back, how you can start to reclaim your digital self.
First, let's be realistic. You can't just hit a button and delete your digital doppelganger. It's out there. But what you can do is put it on a data diet. You can starve it of new, accurate information. You can confuse it. The goal here isn't total erasure. It's about taking back control.
So here are 5 practical things you can start doing right now. First, use a privacy browser like Brave or Firefox. They block trackers automatically. Second, go into your phone settings and check your app permissions. Does that game really need your location? Probably not. Third, use different email aliases for different services to break the data trail. Fourth, encrypt your messages. And fifth, you can actually go to the websites of the big data brokers and formally opt out. Each one of these steps throws a little more sand in the gears of that surveillance machine.
Taking personal steps is absolutely crucial, but this is also a much bigger societal issue. So what does the future of our privacy really look like? Where is all of this heading?
This is the really troubling question we have to start asking. Is the ability to be private online becoming something that only the rich or the super tech-savvy can actually have? Are the rest of us just going to have to accept being tracked as the cost of being online? But there is some hope. Public awareness is growing, and that means political pressure is growing too. We're starting to see real regulations with teeth, like the GDPR in Europe and the CCPA in California. These laws are forcing companies to be more transparent, and they're giving us basic rights, like the right to see and delete the data they have on us, and that's a huge step in the right direction.
At the end of the day, though, laws are always going to be playing catch-up with technology. It's just the nature of the game. That's why the single most powerful tool you have is your own awareness. Simply understanding how these systems work is your absolute best defense.
And that's really what this is all about. Your digital doppelganger? It's just a pattern-matching machine. It's a caricature. It doesn't know the real you. The goal isn't to destroy it, but to understand it, to manage it, and to make sure that you, not some algorithm, are the one who gets to be the author of your own story.